What's going on, guys, and welcome to Fury Farms. Nope, Fury Constructions. Sorry, got that one wrong. This is Construction Simulator 15. Now, I've looked numerous amount of times for Construction Simulator 16, Construction Simulator 17. I cannot find it at all, so I don't think they've brought like one out after this. I think this is the only one they've got. And it's annoying because I really do like this game. I enjoy it so much. It is a really good game. But with that being said, we are going into this. This is the save that if I remember rightly, this is the save that I started recording with. And it got to a point where, for some reason, I just stopped doing it. And I don't get why I stopped doing it. I think it's because I took a long break from YouTube. It was like, I think I took like a 4 or 5 month break where I wasn't uploading videos, but I was still sort of here and there and still doing bits and bobs just on the outside. Now, on this part, we're going to start it up properly. What I'm going to do is because when I actually logged on to this save, it had a job on, and I didn't know what it was doing. I didn't know what I was doing on the job or anything like that, and so all I did, cancelled the contract. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the contracts or to the jobs, and we're going to find a contract to do. Special jobs. That one, I'm going to leave that one for now. So I think that was the one I cancelled. And it says transport 4 meters of earth to a gravel plant. From the gravel plant to the marked area and unload them there. Now I think for that one we kind of need a half pipe truck. So for that one we're going to leave that. And I think for the half pipe that I saw, it was like a small half pipe truck. I saw it was 100,000, I think it was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a big contract. Now I could do the single family house with an attic, and it's going to take at least 2 episodes to get one of these done. A big, like this one, a large excavator needed, so we can't do the 56 grand one. We can do this one. It's got 7 tasks, and I have a certain way of doing things like this. So we're going to take this contract. It's 26,000, and I'm going to call it pound because I'm English. I'm from England. I don't know how to change this. I've gone into the options. I've tried changing it completely on how to change the money, to change everything, and I can't do it, so I'm just going to stick with what it is. Right, we took the contract. The first contract we got is to build this house. Now what I'm going to do is it's this truck. This is the truck I want because it's the flatbed with a crane, which is good. The flatbed with a crane we need, and we're going to go to, where are you saying first? Nursery and transport. Right, now on this, it's like the driving aspect of it all. You're going to be driving a lot of places, I understand that, but the traffic is a bit of a pain from what I've noticed. I will try to stay on the road, and I'll try and stay within the limits, but I really don't know how fast I'm going because kilometers an hour. I work off miles per hour, I don't work off kilometers, and I can't figure out how to do it in the options to change it. I'm pretty sure I did it somehow, but I can't remember. Anyway, we're going to do it this way, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to buy all the items I need, which I'm going to park this here. Doesn't have to be in anyway. Drop the flatbeds. Now this is the nursery, and we need 3 fur seedings from the nursery. But if we go to jobs and we go to the one that we're on, active job. Now it says from the nursery and transport the cargo to the marked area in the construction site. So we need 4 seedlings. Is this in the stage the only thing we need from the nursery? And that's what I'm going to look for. We've already got the container. Right, no, because we need 2 turf as well. So we need 3 seedlings and 2 turf from that. So as we talk to her, we need 3 of them. So we purchase that, and then we need 2 turf, and then we go back to her and we rent a forklift truck. Now the only reason I'm going to rent a forklift truck is, for me, it's a little bit faster than using the crane on the back. Because the crane on the back, I don't think it stretches that far. From like where I park the truck, I don't think it stretches that far anyway. So, plus I like using the forklift truck. Right, let's go into the fork view. To pick it up, we need to stay in the fork view and we just go slowly. Slowly does it, like edge ourselves in up a bit and up, and there we go. Cargo fasten. Now we can do a free camera. No, we'll do the follow camera, because if we can do this right, we can fit all these on here and we should be fine. Alright, push it on a little bit. There we go. Right, so if we go further up, and the controls on this are not easy, trust me, because you have to, you can do stuff like that. You have to use the WASD, and then you have to use the up and down arrows. Can I fasten it? No. There we go. Like I said, it is not easy at all. But the cargo is fastened, so when we do like turns like that, we know when you sharply turn, you fly along. It looks like it's about to fly off. It's not, because the cargo does get fastened, which is good. Right, if we can, actually this might be a little bit of a better view. Can put that on there. It would be it's like a more first person view, so this is basically what you see when you're driving a stacker truck, and I can't do it. I can't really judge it in game, which is why I use this. In fact, because I do actually know how to drive a stacker truck. I've done it numerous amount of times in real life. Even though it doesn't seem like it in the game. But yeah, I have drove a stacker truck. And it is an interesting thing to do. Definitely fun. But yeah, doing it in the game, it's a little bit trickier. Cargo fastened, and if we can just sort of nudge it on. Yep, there we go. There we go. Not doing too bad. I mean, it's not going to be perfectly done. You know, no one's ever going to do it perfectly unless you spend so long doing it. I'm not spending all that time, because time is basically what we have. I have a lot of time on my hands. I really do. But I'm not gonna like put a lot of time into doing a couple of pallets on a truck. That's just something I'm not gonna do. And yeah, I might have a lot of time to do that, but I don't think people want to see me just trying to perfectly put cargo onto a truck. See, the top one's a bit trickier, bottom one's a little bit easier. The only thing that's wrong thingy with the bottom one is you can't cargo fasten straight away because of the mast. Like, you can pick it up, but you can't get full tilt. Right, all we have to do now is not going at any major stupid speed. We're just going nice and steady, and we're gonna go and completely mess up. Right, let's see if I can just do that up a bit. There we go, and I think that should be done quite well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that there. Now we're going to run over and we're going to fasten. That worked. We're going to press the Y key, which puts them back up, which means we got everything we need from the nursery, and that's that part of the job done. Now that makes it a little bit easy. Like I said, this is how I do it. I don't know if people are playing this and you're watching it as like a tutorial type thing. Don't know how, because I'm not someone who can do tutorials on a game that I don't rarely play. If I can help you in some way, then good. If I can't, then I'm sorry, but I'm doing this literally because I enjoy playing the game and I enjoy recording gameplay, and I enjoy talking. You know, anyone who doesn't enjoy talking is just weird. I don't get anyone who doesn't like the sound of their own voice. But yeah, if you somehow you can learn from what I'm doing, and or how, you know, in some way you can figure out how something works, then yeah, cool. You know, I'm glad to help and stuff like that. But this is primarily for fun. Now, like I said, the way I do this is I got everything from the nursery that we needed. Now if we click that, we can go here. So the first seedlings, we got 3 of them. Now it says drive a small excavator to the construction site. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the lumber mill, and it wants sawmill and get some lumber. But to do that, we're going to jump into the small flatbed truck. Now this just gets a use out of both of them, out of both trucks, because on my offline one, and I will refer to my offline one quite a lot, and I do apologise if it annoys people, but it's something that, because I learned to basically do this game from the online or offline save that I have, I know how to do certain things. Now the best thing for me to do here is I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and that is I'm going to load up the excavator onto this, and then we're going to go to the sawmill, and then we're going to get the stuff from the sawmill, and once we've been to the sawmill and got that loaded onto this, we can then take this truck over to the construction site, and that's when we can start doing the building stuff side of stuff. So like, this is the initial startup of how I do my jobs, and this is what you're going to see a lot of, is like, people will do this in real life. They'll probably, well, I don't know how they do it in real life because I'm not a construction worker, even though it would have been a cool job. It's just something I couldn't get into. I prefer to be a mechanic, and yeah, I'm a fully trained mechanic. There's just one tiny problem with that as well. I've got a construction my car mechanic simulator game that I'm going to be doing a series on that as well. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming to my channel, loads of different games, and there'll always be different games, and it's just like series and episodes, like with Construction Simulator, Farming Simulator, Mechanical or Car Mechanic Simulator, and Euro Truck Simulator. The simulation games, I really do like the simulation games, but the spin with them is they don't really have a end game goal. Now this one I'm not sure about, because I've never got to the part where you've built the whole city. That I've never got to. Oh, you nearly drove on the wrong side of the road there. What are you doing, you maniac? Now that's something that I'm going to be interested in doing, and it's going to be really good to try and figure out whether this doesn't have an end game. If it has an end game, then it's going to be awesome. It really is. But if it doesn't, then there's going to be a bit of a twist. That's something we're going to look forward to. So basically, the aim of this is just to build a city and build all the attractions that it needs. And I think that's what it is. Now, all the other simulation games, they don't kind of have a goal set for them. Like if you play League of Legends, your goal is to get to the highest league possible that you're capable of doing. Now, I'm doing that. If you play World of Warcraft, your objective is to get to end game material, whereas you get highest level, you get raiding. You know, you do all the heroics, the mythics, the raiding, the stuff like that. And it's like if you're playing games on the PlayStation as well, or on the Xbox, you know, games like that, they all have an end game. Like Darksiders, they'll have a storyline and an end game. And then you'll have a few other games that don't. Like FIFA doesn't really have an end game. It can go on for ages, and on and on and on. And it's good to see games like that. Definitely good to play games like that, but then you have to sort of get your imagination working and go, right, well, this is what I aim to do. And when you've done that and you've got your aim, you've basically done what you aim to do, then that's when you can end the series. So that's what I'm trying to get at, right? And I know I did just go on and waffle for like a good 2-3 minutes, but the end game for most of my series is me trying to figure out how to end a series. So like, I've got my FIFA 17 career. I'll go with me Blackpool career mode, which is a really fun career mode, and it's more of a manager mode than anything. So when you're doing that, you think, well, what's the end game? It's just football, you know. To me, my end game is to take on that, and this is just a prime example, is to take Blackpool from League 2 and then put them into the Premiership with a decent team to sustain themselves in the Premiership and carry on fighting for the title of the Premiership. Now that's the end game, and I created that. You know, that's what I come up with, and that's why I like doing this stuff, because it challenges me, and I always like a challenge. And that's why I do more than one series, because I challenge myself on my level, and everyone has their own level where they can challenge themselves. And my level, you kind of know your level, and then you'll do something different and someone else will challenge you on a higher level, and with me, I enjoy being challenged. So if anyone has any type of advice or anything like that for a series to do, by all means, either do it or come at me with the challenge, and I'll see if I can do it. And if I can't, then you beat me. But if I can do it, I win. And it's not a competition of like what you're gonna win and all that. It's just the challenge is there, and if you set a challenge, you've got to win. You've got to beat it, and that's what I want. And yeah, all my series are just me on my own, because I have friends, but they don't do YouTube. So there is that as well. Is like, I'm hoping that I can find people that doing YouTube, what to do stuff together. Like, it don't matter what game it is. It could be Minecraft, it could be Construction Simulator, it could be Farming Simulator, it could be any game that is multiplayer. And they want to do a couple of recordings or some stuff like that, that to me would be really good, and I would enjoy that, because my friends don't do recordings on YouTube. They have real jobs and stuff like that, and don't get me wrong, I have a job, but people don't see it as a job anyway. But yeah, either way, they have a different perspective on different stuff. We'll just go with that one. Anywho, that's my waffling done. Now we've got all this done. I'm not sure which it said it were to dump. The seedlings and the lumber. Right. Thing with this is, if we do this, can we get like a free camera on it? If I back this van or this truck sort of there like that. Now what I'm going to do is hold shift and I hold the Q. I think it's how I do. I just hold Q or do hold E. No, you just hold E and then your outriggers come out. Yeah, that's it. And then it props the truck up. Yeah, there we go. Right, so when the outrigger is fully deployed, then I press tab and I go to my crane. I'm just sorry, I'm trying to remember all this at the same point as like doing it. So it's the WASD does certain things and then the up arrows do another. And this is really cool, don't get me wrong. Now, what I'm thinking is, because we need this this lumber off this truck, we can stretch that out, pick that up, and then sort of pop it in the cones, and then we can get out of this truck, detach the fastenings, and then put the 3 seedlings in there as well. So if we can, and this truck, believe it or not, it goes quite far, and I like that. I mean, just for like a small crane, it can go quite far. Or like I say small crane, but it's not really a small crane. It is and it isn't, because it's not a massively big truck. No. I think what I'm gonna do is, because if I remember rightly, I can like jump off, save it there, and then come back to it and be in the same point. Because I'm gonna end the series there. Oh, end the series? Oh wow. I'm gonna end the episode, sorry. I'm not ending the series, I've just started it back up. I'm enjoying myself, I'm waffling, doing everything that I like to do. I'm gonna end the episode here, and then I'm gonna pick it up in the next couple of days. And if I remember rightly, you can do it where I can keep everything like that. Well, if I just do that, yeah, I can keep everything like that. So when we come back, everything should be like the way I left it. So attach the cargo, get into this, and there we go. Right, so that's going to stay there, and then when I come back in the next couple of days to do the next recording, then I can pick it up from there. So that is it for this episode. I do thank everyone for watching. It means the world for me. For anyone who clicks on one of my videos, it means so much appreciation towards you. It means everything for me. For anyone to click on one of my videos, it means that I've done something right, or I've entertained someone, I've made or someone's figured out something because of me. You know, that to me, that is really good. So thank you again for that. I've been Fury. Remember, stay amazing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for plenty more to come, and I shall see you next time.